knows that they have the counters on their team to stop him. Gal's Cutie gets taken down quite quickly right now. Here comes Kush. He's not going to be able to get to it. Z goes down as well. 10% left. Momozain able to pick that up. Kush not even in an area to do much damage to it. Basic's going to be able to get away. Lord T might be in a little trouble. He's down to his second bar of health. He is about before. They have the ability that when a draft comes or when something unexpected comes, they can replace it because they're thinking so many steps ahead. But this is going to be game one. ACKERMAN taking on the newly formed Valley.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good game. I got a feeling that we are in for some fireworks, like I said. Now, this Angela could become very, very clutch, especially paired up with the Ballman when you get that heart guard on him, and then you get that second skill. He has the chase ability to make sure that that second skill stun locks in, so it could be dangerous when we get into some of these ganks, when we get into some of these pushes. And look at ACKERMAN already coming down to this gold lane, knowing Super Shark wants to hover around basic here, knowing he wants to give that advantage. ACKERMAN is ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be able to do much to stop ACKERMAN from getting that Lethal Wanderer. It is going to give them just the littlest bit of advantage. But, I mean, against a team like the Valley, against Zain and his farming ability, it's not going to be much of an advantage.
Yeah, but even though Zain has a great farming ability, I mean, you're going up against Kush here on this Ballman, who's probably one of the fastest junglers right now in all reality. Like, and the ability to just dash through the walls and all of that, clear things. Ballman's hard to keep up with in the jungle, and you can already see it's not big, but he's a little bit quicker than Zain in these rotations in his jungle pathing overall.
Yeah, and right now we're going to start seeing Zain hiding out in this mid-bush Kush, and then I'm about to walk right past here. I guess a little bit of a greeting there, a little handshake there as both teams kind of pass each other in the night, getting ready for this first turtle.
Yeah, and with the turtle coming up soon, it does look like Zain and Hoon and the rest of the team want to go for this, but same with ACKERMAN, so I got a feeling we may have a big clash here. Now, can Zain use that heavy spin to counter Kush, or will Kush get this lethal counter in as well to secure it? It's definitely going to be a kind of a who's going to pop the ultimate a little too early, who's going to be able to zone for the rest of the team.
Yeah, and right now we do see them trying to poke out, bait this turtle out. Here comes T-Dreek onto the backline, onto Shark, taking him very low right now. They are coming in there. Shark able to get the turtle out from underneath ACKERMAN, even with the retry and the lethal counter. Shark able to pick that up as they are continuing to push in now, pushing down their advantage. They do have a heavy spin. Kush able to get out to safety now, but that blue buff taken all the way almost into mid lane right now, and it does look like it's going to go over to the Valley.
That had, I mean, a little bit of nerves there, maybe a little bit of jitters, because there was no reason. I mean, I know Shark's just probably loading bombs in there, or just basically doing something, loading those bunnies of death in there, you know, trying to back it. But Kush should have gotten that, but he misses the retry, messes it up a little bit, and loses out on that turtle. And the Valley knows instinctually, they're like, oh, we're coming in. We are going to move in, take this blue buff. Luckily, no one does go down, but now Yato forces to use black shoes.
Yeah, just such a great read by the Valley as soon as they get the advantage. And that's what we're talking about. These teams at this high of a rate of play, as soon as they get an advantage, they're going to press it. They're going to try to get in there, getting themselves a purple buff for it. Right now, sitting at a little bit under 1K lead right now. We do have a heavy spin coming down, trapping Kush. He is going to get rewinded here a bit, but is still safe. No real deaths. Nobody really trying to go in to really make the big play yet.
Yeah, and Shark is, I mean, he's down at this gold lane a lot, but he's so good at, like, you know, being intuitive and rotating to that mid at the nick of time, like getting that pullback on Kush, getting that pullback on certain players, and always there. But wait a second, Hoon able to dash away. Still 0 deaths on the board, though. Even though we're seeing some action, nothing too major up in the top. T is pushed away from his tower, but the Valley is holding a slight gold lead right now.
Yeah, they are having a gold lead, and they're actually really kind of impressing it upon their opponents right now. Really kind of going the entire distance. We do have a little bit of a pop-up onto Gal's Cutie. Here comes the spin on the Kush. He wasn't able to get the lethal counter. He got stunned out of it, and that gave the opportunity for the Valley to pick up their second turtle.
Yeah, they're just lacking that CC, right? You have Yato who does some nice damage, but you're with the pickup on this Angela, you're kind of lacking a tank or anyone who can get those big knockups, and the Valley is full of it right now. They have the heavy spin, they have the enhanced change from Julian, able to get the knockup, and then they have Shark to top it all off, get these pullbacks, do things like that, and it is a deadly combination, but I wouldn't say it's quite over yet, but at this point, 5 minutes in, the Valley is starting to scale in MOBA, Zane, Shark, they smell the blood. They're starting to invade now. They know they have a lead, and they're gonna press the advantage.
Yeah, 3K lead at the 5-minute mark. You know that they need to be pressing this advantage here. Zia takes a shot from Basic down here at the bottom, but is able to clean up that bottom lane.
Man, it is just... You're starting to feel one thing I like about the Valley right now, though, is they're taking it slow. Like, they know they don't want to get too crazy. You see a lot of teams start to get a bit of an advantage like this, and they just start pushing in, but the Valley knows that ACKERMAN, they're showing some respect, in a sense, and they're saying, all right, we don't want to push in, we have the lead, let's just keep on taking this lead more and more and more until we know we can just roll over. One thing we got to point out as well, gold lane, both gold laners at a standstill, 0-0. Taking a look at the items, Basic 4200. Zia is a little bit behind, has locked in the Berserker's Fury, will get some nice crit off of that. Looks like he's going to go into the Endless Battle next, to where on the side of Basic, he's going to start working on that Malefic Roar.
Yeah, Kush in a little bit of trouble here. Does get taken out quite quickly. Yato is going to have to activate those black boots to get out of the way. Not sure if he's going to have it. He does use that flicker, but in comes T, getting a heavy spin for his efforts, and now he's going to have to try to disengage. Now, here comes that time journey to go ahead and cover the escape for the Valley.
All right, so Kush at 0-2, not looking too great, but oh, Gal's Cutie now also taking a death. Big pick from Hoon there in the bottom lane. Basic helps, Hoon helps out to get Basic that kill. Another turtle now going over the Valley, 4-0. Yato luckily hasn't taken a death, but I can't talk too soon, forced to use those black shoes. T-Drinks also could end up helping out the team. We're seeing him add some survivability.
Yeah, he is trying to come here for the flank as they are pressing on. Here comes the lethal counter. Down goes MOBA Zane. A good little advantage for the side of ACKERMAN, but not able to do too much of it. A successful defense nonetheless.
Yeah, successful defense nonetheless, and picking up that kill in a MOBA Zane shows. This is why I think the Valley want to be careful, because they know that if they try to tower dive a little too crazy, if they try to make a play that's a little too abnormal, ACKERMAN will take advantage of it. Even if they are 4K behind, they know how to get a kill. They know how to take a team fight. So the Valley, I think, just needs to continue this pace. ACKERMAN, on the other hand, I think, are going to end up relying a lot on T here. A lot on Yato. Is taking no deaths. Kush, with those deaths, shouldn't... it's not too big of a deal. He's building tank. He's not the damage dealer, right? Down in the bottom lane, though, Zia, maybe going to be able to take this tower.
Yeah, Fried Chicken here all alone is able to get out of the way of that slow, but he does leave that tower open. Second tower. So they have matched it up here. We do see the hard card coming onto Kush. Not sure he's going to be able to defend this. Trying to take out that minion. He is successful. Putting on some damage to Hoon. Does he have enough to take him out? He does, and receives a shot. A little bit of a little pecking from this Basic there, but he is going to be able to get that scot-free. Now moving their sights onto this mid tower. I don't think that they know Fried Chicken is here on the side.
Yeah.
Tush gonna have to disengage here right now. We do see that time journey coming out, but still a lot of damage onto this tower and a successful defense for the side of the Valley.
Fried Chicken's patience there. Hold on, T got bad. Nah, that's a Masha.
That's a Masha.
That's a Masha. I forgot.
That's
Sorry.
only 1 bar of health. Get good.
Now, back to Fried Chicken, though, sitting in that bush, right? The patience, not forcing that fight. His teams, the comms, they're talking like, just stay there. They're not going to be able to take this tower. We're good. If ACKERMAN did decide to push in, he's ready to strike, ready to go, but he's able to hold back, knows his team's got it, and just disengage.
Yeah, and just a great min-maxing done by the team right now. We do see them starting on this Lord. Is Moba Zane trying to put on the damage. We don't know if Kush is going to be coming in here yet. He's going to be a little bit more careful. He knows that they have the counters on their team to stop him. Gal's Cutie gets taken down quite quickly right now. Here comes Kush. He's not going to be able to get to it. Z goes down as well. 10% left. Moba Zane able to pick that up. Kush not even in an area to do much damage to it. Basic's going to be able to get away. Lord T might be in a little trouble. He is down to his second bar of health. He is down to 1 right now as a mean old bunny chasing him back into the top turret.
Listen, Shark, man, Shark. Those reverse times have been the death of ACKERMAN right now. T so close to taking out Basic, the reverse time pulls him back. Anytime someone's about to get the side of the Valley, Shark is able to save them and make the play happen. It's not always the kill play, but it can be the defense that just, and that's the thing about Shark, right? I mean, even back a year ago on the Matilda, his peel capabilities, the ability he has to help his team get away, he's always there. Big Brother Shark has the team and is able to protect them at all times.
Yeah, possibly one of the #1 roams in NA. It's showing in this game. And there we have Zane with a heavy spin and is able to get back out of there, but they are trying to put pressure onto this top tower right now. Fried Chicken able to take down the bottom. We are left 2 inhibitors right now, still waiting as this pressure starts to mount on the side of ACKERMAN. But it does look like the Valley sitting here waiting for this mid one. Kind of, I mean, this is usually a mistake for other teams to kind of crowd around here, but they know they have the advantage. Here come the minions in here right now. Kush coming in with that spin right now as the Hearts Guard goes on to T. Is it going to be enough? We have a pop-up onto Kush. The rest of the team of the Valley trying to bait out, trying to get the team out. They're not going to fall for it, but they are still putting that pressure onto ACKERMAN.
And what a pressure at that. Luckily, ACKERMAN is able to defend, not lose a single inhibitor, but at this point, they have a long road ahead of them if they want to get this game. I mean, I'm not counting Zia completely out, but it doesn't matter how good the burst damage of the Bruno is. The Beatrix is still going to be more fearsome, I figure. I mean, with the sniper burst damage, then if he wants to, he has so much more utility. Just so much more things can come from that Beatrix. So it's hard to defend ACKERMAN in if you think like late game, right? Like, oh, maybe they can survive till the end. Yes, they do have T, like, who can be that front line and also even put out some damage. The thing is Shark is just always there, as I said last time I was talking. So they need to find a way to work around him, I feel like. They need to either maybe target him, target Shark, because even though he's not getting the kills, he is the problem. They just can't get in onto that back line with him there. And Chicken hasn't even been super involved in these fights, right? Like, he's more just kind of sitting, waiting in the clutch. And that's what I think his plan is. Like, let's say you do get past Shark and you still try to get to basics, still try to get to that back line. Chicken's gonna be there ready to take off the head.
Yeah, and right now they're kind of put at a standstill right now, baiting and running around the bush while this Lord is coming up right now. And I'm not sure that they have the offense needed right here at the 12-minute mark. They're still 8K behind. What a quick cover onto that Luminous Lord. And we're going to have a problem for these inhibitor towers when that Lord comes out.
Yeah, big problem at that. And one thing I can say, the Valley's starting to freeze the lanes a little bit, eat up the jungle. ACKERMAN not taking the bait. You know, they're staying in the base. They know, I mean, they do, I think, have the ability to possibly melt down this Lord as long as they don't have a big pick. As long as there's no big knockup, no big enhanced chains from Hoon, you know, no big heavy spin from Zane, they could survive out on this Lord. We're 13.5 minutes in. It is a 10K gold lead. So the opportunity is definitely there for the Valley to end this now. ACKERMAN needs to be on their A game.
Yeah, all lanes starting to crash in. Lord coming in for the charge, able to chunk down that mid inhibitor, but we have minions at the top and a bottom. Enhanced chains does catch up too, and they are pressing their advantage down at the bottom. We lose another inhibitor. Lord is down to 10% health. Looks like he is going to be taken down by Kush there, as the rest of the team looking for another opening for yet another
they're
tower.
staying.
They are rushing through the mid. They're not trying to get out of here. Shark a little bit of trouble. Heart Scarred onto T as he is charging in. Here comes the time journey as more minions crashing into the core. Nobody
Chicken.
I say that. Zia goes down, and Chicken is going to be answering for that as well. Here comes the heavy spin, trying to disengage on the entire team. A lot of damage onto the core right now as Basic sprays down with that semi. 10% left on this core. Do Kush and T have enough to fend off and defend this attack? Oh, look at the shotgun by Basic. That's a wrap. And we see the Valley taking game 1 over ACKERMAN.